Hindahl, Coach Katie with R3 Revitalize. It's Monday. I owe you a Motivational Mondays. Today's topic, motivation when we just don't feel motivated. Well, some of you might relate to this. I am an entrepreneur, and maybe you are. And part of that is wearing different hats. Sometimes we have to be the IT department. Sometimes we have to be the sales department. Sometimes we work with clients. Sometimes we have to be the marketing department. Sometimes we need to be, well, whatever hat you're in. Today we're going to talk about motivation when we're just really not feeling it. And I'm going to base it on a little bit of my own personal life experience in this actual day. I woke up very motivated. It's President's Day here, so I didn't have to I don't have a commitment at 6 p.m. like I normally do on Mondays. So I woke up, I was super jazzed. I've got a new client tool I want to add value to my clients and our group and our team's clients, as well as getting an opportunity to recruit more coaches that are ready to be the hands and feet of Jesus as we work on 1 billion for Christ, planting seeds of faith, hope, and well-being. So I'm getting off track. So one of the tools that I have as an entrepreneur is this super duper fancy CRM tool. But the fanciness of it causes a whole bunch of time committed to facilitating the behind the scenes stuff that takes me away from income producing activity. So I've decided to kind of unravel that, add a client tool that can help my clients really see the results they are coming to R3 Revitalize for. But I had to unravel some of those things. So I got all excited. I was all motivated. I'm like, yes, I can do this. I'm gonna have a couple meetings today. And it's 5:18 and I still do not. I started this at 8:30 this morning with 2 meetings in the middle. I still don't have an answer. So what happens when we lose our motivation? What happens when things don't go the way we want them to go? And what happens when our feelings are like, we really just want to scream and rip somebody's head off? How do we find out motivation? How do we ground ourselves? I'm going to share something that I use often, and I've got different colors of them. These little stress balls. For some reason, they help me stay focused when I'm working with clients, and if I'm working with client calls that are very heavy or very challenging. Sometimes that just happens. And so I do use these as a way of managing my stress behind the scenes, because that's what you get to do when you're on a Zoom call. The other thing I want to talk about is, so what happens when our feelings get the best of us and we go over the top, or we treat a loved one that might really not end in a really good outcome. So what do you do? What do you do when your feelings are getting the best of you? So I will just kind of share, I just kind of pause. I take a little time out. We adults get to take an adult time out too. Spend a few moments in nature, or just step away, take a few breaths. That breathing is a good tool. It's breathe in for 4. Hold for 4, and then breathe out for 4. It helps us get back to our automatic nervous system, and it helps us ground in the moment. And then the other thing, just encourage you to share what you do, because the real truth of life is we are all going through something. We're struggling with something, we're frustrated with something, and want to encourage you to know that you're not alone. Even I've been pouring into the mental health field for 13 years with 20 years of personal development, and I still Like I just had to let out a few screams, and me and the Lord had to have some wrestling conversation. Because I'm like, this day has completely been a waste. I'm like, God, what am I doing wrong? Like, come on. So I just want to encourage you to put a little note in the comment below. What do you do? How do you ground yourself? You saw my little tools of squishy balls, breathing, and then nature. That's what I do. What do you do? Would love to hear from you. All right, that's our Motivational Mondays. That'll probably be the extent. Well, before I go to bed, I'm going to get into that from that Facebook group that I lead called From Hurt to Relationship, How Jesus Changes Everything. That'll be the only online engagement I will do today. But other than Motivational Mondays. Otherwise, we will see you next Monday. Make sure you're catching our clips throughout the week on R3 Revitalize Facebook page. Come over and join our Facebook group. Hey, the whole mission here is to help people feel more comfortable and confident sharing their Jesus story. And there's going to be people ahead of you, and there's going to be people behind you in your walk with Jesus. And we come together and just have some safe space to ask some questions and pray and wrestle with those the meaning of life. So come on over to our Facebook group. Again, I'll put, when this posts, I will put a link later on tonight in the link below to come on over. It's a good, clean, positive group to get you thinking about our only source of truth, which is the Bible. Oh, and I'll share one more thing. I'm really excited about this. I forgot about this, but this is our registration for 1 billion for Christ. I'm so excited. I have to host, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but we are officially trademarked hashtag 1 billion for Christ here at R3 Revitalize. So there we go. Yay. All right, you guys, love you all. We'll talk to you soon, and check it Monday next week for Motivational Mondays. Bye-bye.